A four-story building that was being demolished has collapsed in downtown Philadelphia, taking down a nearby structure, injuring 12 and trapping 2 others, according to the city's fire commissioner. Rescue crews were attempting to extricate those who were trapped, and the dozen people injured were taken to the hospital with minor injuries, the fire commissioner, Lloyd Ayers, had said. The building once housed a sandwich shop on the first floor, and when it collapsed, it also took down half of a one-story Salvation Army thrift store right next door. You're on the scene right now. You live about 8 blocks from the collapse. What can you tell us?
That's right. I'm actually right now on JFK Boulevard, about a block away from where it's all happening.
Yeah, and what are you seeing? Any new reports that are coming out that we should know about?
Well, right now, it's like you said, it's kind of a waiting game at the moment. They're still looking for 2 more people, unconfirmed, that might be in the rubble. They've shut down Market Street from 20th until about 30th, about 10 blocks of fire trucks and ambulance workers, a lot of personnel on the scene right now. Police are keeping a pretty tight perimeter for cars in the area, just trying to direct people away from it. As the mayor said not too long ago, this is still an active scene, and fire department is still doing what the mayor called a very sensitive and dangerous job. So right now it's just a lot of waiting to hear word and trying to keep people away from the area in the meantime.
Now, Ryan, you wrote a piece about the architect who's overseeing the demolition. What can you tell us about that?
So I had written an earlier story about a gentleman that this same architect had worked for, who held a series of vacant and decaying buildings in Old City, which is relatively close by to where the building collapse happened. And it turns out that particular architect had signed off on the demolition permit for the collapsed buildings. There's obviously a pattern there of him doing work for questionable landlords and possibly not having the best architectural advice.
And here's some of the images of the site. This is from the AP. It's a 6-picture slideshow here, some aerial views. There's the thrift store, the Salvation Army thrift store next to the building. And yeah, is traffic shut down? What's it like this time of day normally compared to right now? And Nate, I know you're on the scene. You can tell us.
Well, normally it's pretty busy down here in the first place, but it's especially chaotic right now with police barricades at different parts of the street. There are police officers directing traffic at 20th and JFK, and they're all along 20th and 18th, keeping cars off Market Street, which is a pretty busy arterial street this time of day. So anyone driving down around here is going to have at least another 15, 20 minutes added to their commute, and the best thing you can do is just not come down here for a while.